So, did you ever expect to be here, like where you are currently?
No, not at all. Uh, like I told myself at a really young age that you're either going to be playing some type of sport because that's what I've been doing forever, or you're going to create something cool to change the world or show people something different. Um, I did not expect to write a book in my teens. I did not expect to be in front of a lot of people talking about my life. I did not expect to have an app. I did not expect any of these things. Well, it kind of goes with the creative thing, but I just thought I'm going to Morehouse, I'm going to graduate early, and I'm going to be an architect, and I'm going to play football. You know, in a perfect world, I'd be playing football professionally right now. Probably married with a kid and still using my architecture stuff. But right now, my life is kind of like backwards. I'm creating the cool stuff now, and hopefully one day, or maybe one day, I could be able to play the sport I love again. But to answer your question, no, not at all. And a lot of people didn't expect this at all. They're like, "You were so quiet." I'm like, and that's the one thing I hate, like that misconception. It's not that I'm quiet. It's just that let's talk about something that's deeper than the surface, and then you'll hear everything I want to talk about.
Right.
But I'm not really big on just like
Small talk.
yeah, or pointless conversation. If you want to do that, I'll continue to be over in the corner. But if we want to talk about something big, let's go for it. But it's just that I don't really care about how big a girl's butt is. I don't really care about the party you just went to. Now, if you want to talk about how to throw a party after we sell a company, or if you want to talk about how can we engineer a way to, or let's create a new version of a male, that way there's no more cheating, there's no more lying, there's no more crap. You know, let's show people something different. Let's talk about that. But if we're just talking about, oh man, I just screwed this girl, and I don't really care. I'm just going to continue to sit right here. And that's one thing that bothers me, because it's either you could speak up or you could stay like that. And I think that's why I became this speaker, because I'm like, I have to say something, but I don't want to just say something and then it goes in one ear and out the other. And that's what frustrates me. Don't waste my time. Like, I remember telling people like, man, you sure you want to use the N-word? And they would be like, man, that's deep. And then they go back to using the N-word. And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I don't even want to talk anymore. But if I have 500 people in front of me, I can at least get 2. You know, so that's why I kind of just waited to speak in front of a lot of people. But to go back to your question, did not expect this at all.
So is this the beginning, or do you feel like, you know, your time has come and gone?
Dude, I honestly feel like both half the time. Like, it's certain days I'll be up here, and other days I'll be underneath, like in the basement. Like, cause, you know, growing up, it's so crazy how life has changed. Now I feel like this old timer. Like, growing up, the smart guy was not appreciated like he's appreciated now. The good girl is not appreciated like she is now. So it's like everything that I was is now being thrown into the limelight after I'm like older. So it's like, man, I've been doing this forever. You know, I see women post that they want an educated man, and I'm like, did you really want that back in the day? You know, it's just like, sometimes I feel like, man, I don't even care anymore. Then other days I'm like, this may be the start of something new. Maybe I can still reach my goals with these things. So it's an on and off again thing.
So what is the typical day like in Norman's shoes?
Well, now my days are really weird. I may wake up. If I have a meeting with somebody, I'll meet. We'll talk about the future, like where we want to go. And the night is when Norman is really Norman, because that's when I think the best and all this stuff. So the typical day, I'm basically just handling all type of meetings that I have to handle, talking to people. At night, that's when I go into work mode, and I'm trying to make every app better. I'm trying to get my team together. I'm trying to do everything, writing, all those things. But in the past, the typical day was, even in college, it was weird. Like, I'd go do my classes, and then I'd be up all night. So, yeah, the typical day in my world is just handle whatever you gotta handle in the morning, work all night. That's it.